Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Dr. Santosh. Most of you probably know me. For those of you who do not know me, I'm an orthopedic surgeon and I'm also a stem cell medicine specialist. I'm certified in both specialities. My idea behind this channel is to educate and make things simple for people, and I also wanted to explain in detail because I believe when people know why they are doing something, they do something. So if you like this channel, subscribe for it. If you like the video, let me know that you liked it so that I can make more videos like the ones you prefer. Yeah, thank you very much. So this is the continuation video for how to boost our immunity, the 5 things which we need to do. So first, viruses. See, viruses are not very advanced creatures. They are quite primitive because if you take a bacteria or a fungus, they have a lot of cell organelles. They can make their own energy, own protein, they can do everything. Viruses can only keep their genetic material, which has all the damage they can cause, safe for a long period of time. They don't even have a proper cell membrane. So they just have the genetic material wrapped in some gel called the cytogel or cytoplasm, and then it has a membrane which is just made up of protein and fat units. That's why when you wash your hands with soap, it saponifies and viruses get destroyed. Now, coming to how are we going to survive with this COVID-19? See, it is extremely simple for me. We have to build our hygiene. We need to keep clean so that viruses are not around us. 1. 2, we need to build our inner defense, because the reason why a virus affects somebody with a lower immunity is viruses need cells to replicate. They need hosts who do not recognize that there is a virus already inside their body, which means somebody who has a low immunity, somebody who doesn't have the soldier cells which come and see regularly. So how do we increase our soldier cells? That is the main thing, because then when a virus comes, our soldier cells will immediately bang on, come and finish the viruses. That should be our goal. Goal should be to reach there, to keep the viruses at bay by strengthening our first line of defense, that is our body. So how do you do it? So today I have 5 points which I'm going to explain in detail because I want you guys to do it. 1. Keep your oral and nasal hygiene really clean. How do you do it? First, brush your teeth before you go to sleep. I hope all of you are brushing your teeth when you wake up. It is extremely important. And if you eat anything sweet, please brush your teeth and gargle with salt water. I will tell you why. Viruses or organisms need sugar. They need fuel in order to grow. So when there is sugar in any region, for example, if you're diabetic and you've had something sweet and it's in your stomach, if there are viruses in your stomach, viruses will tend to grow in that medium. So keep your sugars in control. Don't eat anything which could suddenly make your sugar go high. That will help viruses to grow even if they are in smaller number, because they have more fuel. Then the next point here is, so you have to keep your mouth clean by gargling and brushing. You have to keep your nose clean by doing the sinus washes with the neti pot. Again, salt water is very good. And if you want to go one step higher, you can use hydrogen peroxide, H2O2. You have to use it in a dilution of 1:5. You can gargle with it and you can also clean your nose with it. And it has antiseptic activities, but you should definitely dilute it. Do not put it straight inside. Then the same thing, coming for your stomach, you need to make sure that you take your probiotics. Lactobacillus is of extreme importance, because when there is good bacteria, you cannot fill a cup which is already full. That is the agenda here. Keep your stomach bacteria, natural bacteria, abundant by taking probiotics, by taking curd, by not eating too spicy, too oily food, by trying to eat healthy food, by washing your food. Try to keep your food hygiene clean, because the viruses enters through your nose, your mouth, and then stay in your stomach for the first 2 days. So if you can strengthen these 3, you're good. So that is point 1. Second, point 2 is hydrate. You need to have adequate water in your body so that it circulates. There is also another advantage. When you have water, your skin is supple, you know it's moist, your mucosa is moist, so there is no possibility of micro tears inside. When you scratch, it won't get torn. So even if there are viruses, they won't enter inside. So hydration is extremely important. Apart from that, it helps in your circulation. So please hydrate yourself adequately. Do not be dehydrated. The third point is a very important point. See, vitamins are of utmost importance. Vitamin C or ascorbic acid, it is there in lemon and all the citric fruits. Please have as much of that as you want because it directly inhibits viral growth. Then vitamin D. Vitamin D also is extremely important. It has a lot of benefits. It actually goes and sits on your respiratory cells. I am going to explain this in detail. So we have different cells that is in our nose. The cells which are inside are different. When it goes to a trachea, it is different. When it divides into two, into the bronchioles, it is different. In the lungs, it is different. Yeah. So all these cells have receptors called ACE receptors. Okay. So what the virus does is when it comes inside, if the receptors are free, the virus goes and attaches onto it and tries to enter the cell. So when your immunity is good, what happens? First of all, the viruses are not allowed to come inside. Secondly, when your vitamin D is high, the vitamin D goes and attaches onto those receptors and doesn't allow the viruses to affect the ACE receptors and enter the cell. This is effective only when the virus is in its first stage, where it just enters into you. So if you're already having a good vitamin D and vitamin C level, it is brilliant. It might not even replicate. Then zinc. Zinc is also another essential metal, mineral which you need to take. Talk to your doctor about this and get a dosage. Universally, 60,000 international units per week is very good for a maintenance dose, especially if you're not having the sun. Please take it. Please take cod liver oil, omega acids, all those help to boost your first line of defense. Then point number 4 is exercise. So I'm going to divide it into 3 parts. Okay. 1 is cardio exercise. So please do moderate cardio exercise, do slow walking, do fast running, because when you do that, you stimulate your bone marrow. Your bone marrow is what produces your white blood cells, and your white blood cells are what soldier and fight against immunities which come. So cardio is important for that, and it also improves your lung function. Then muscle, you have to do weight training, because when you have more muscle in your body, muscle is the most efficient unit of energy consumption in our body. So the more we have of it, the better our glucose is utilized, and we do not have any excess sugar lying around which could be fuel for the viruses to grow. So for that reason, exercise is extremely important. Muscle is extremely important. Then please start doing yoga, especially exercises to strengthen your diaphragm and improve your lung capacity, because when you do that, this virus affects the alveoli, which is the smallest unit where gas exchange happens. Those are protected by your natural ventilatory strength increasing. Yeah, I hope I'm making sense. If anything is too complicated, tell me in your comments. I would love to listen to you and find out what you're thinking, because we need to know all this in order to fight and win over that as a community. Now finally, 5th point is turmeric, ginger and garlic. Yeah, we have it in our food all the time. Turmeric could be new for people who are not Indian, but you can use turmeric because it has curcumin, which is a natural antibacterial and antiviral. You can use it in food, you can use it in juice, you can use it in your milkshakes, and you can even bathe with it. It is a brilliant antiseptic. So let us start doing these 5 things. Yeah, it's very easy. Oral hygiene and gastric hygiene, hydration, vitamins C, D and zinc, exercise, cardio exercise, muscle exercise. Finally, whatever our habits are, like turmeric and ginger and garlic is used a lot in Indian cooking, so use more of it. It really boosts your inner immunity and maintains your stomach health also. Use food substances which are naturally available and easily available, so that you can do it for a long period of time. So here we go. These are the 5 points. I will be bringing you validated information about how you can strengthen your immunity and the things you can do to protect yourself from any infection in general. Tell me what you liked about the video, and if you want me to explain anything in detail, let me know. Be home, be safe. Let us strengthen ourselves and get over this thing. Thank you, Dr. Santosh.